I don't know what he's been. I don't know if he actually plays much at all, but I don't if he had
No,
anything
it's like
specific
you.
he's
He
been
just
working
plays
on.
Pokemon now.
I played with him for a while, Pokemon Showdown, and I stopped playing. But now I'm playing the handheld versions.
And like the new one just come out, like Pikachu and Eevee or something like that.
Oh, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee.
Yeah.
See, I don't have a Switch, so I can't do that.
Yeah, we were selling the special edition Switches at work. But here we go, following suit from Saviour. I know Metaloid and Saviour play a lot, but we're seeing Big Pav and Omega's actually choosing Voridus. We've seen Voridus a lot on this map during this tournament, and he's proven to be really good. I think he's only lost once on this map, I believe, from the games we've been streaming. So let's see what goes down here. Alright, Nathan is ready now as well for after this game.
Cool.
Why
We know who Warchild is?
I do not. It was a last minute sub that I think Pieman put in, so I think he's ready.
Alright. Well, we can get one of these two against Nathan and then figure him out after.
Okay, I think we're going to see a pretty similar build from Metaloid here that Saviour did. So it looks exactly like that. Chopper opener, opening double supply on the same side, so you could do that better now.
Yeah, we have a chopper and then a double supply out of Omega as well.
And Metaloid's going straight over there with that chopper to harass that power, and that grunt does not know what is coming to hit him right now. He's not going to be able to pick up much of that power before that chopper gets there. And Omega, I'm not sure what he's doing really. Okay, he slaps down a fed supply pad. I'm not sure why, but he also built a chopper. That grunt does start shooting the sentinels to back that chopper off and jumps in the garrison, but he's red bar. He's probably going to die in that garrison from those sentinels.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He took the ram damage, or else he'd be in decent shape.
Yeah, and that grunt is going to die in the garrison, and the chopper actually came back. Oh, that was the second chopper that came. That was the second chopper that came because of the rally point. I thought it was coming back for the power.
Wow.
But he's just going to back off again because those sentinels are still active.
I was gonna say that'd be such a heads-up play. It's like, oh, you're gonna shoot the sentinels. I'll wait till you die, and then I'm gonna go back in and grab the power anyways.
Okay, Omega Futile actually steals a mini on Metaloid's side of the map and builds a raid camp on there. Meanwhile, Metaloid chooses to pick the central mini. Omega Futile also picking up a mini on his side of the map, not yet building on it. He has his gen up 4th, but he has no power to upgrade it. I think because he didn't manage to pick up the power here, and Metaloid got all the central power. He has no power to upgrade his gen basically, and he has a raid camp that he shouldn't start using because any brutes that he builds is just going to delay his gen upgrade a lot faster, and that's not something you want to be behind on against the Pavian, because Metaloid meanwhile has an upgraded generator and he has burnout to excel. And then we got jump pad brutes are coming out, so Omega's actually going to go into Tech 1 with an unupgraded gen. And he's building an Apex 5th on his base as well, and choppers, so that power income is just never going to come for him.
Rip. He's intending to get as much as he can from combat spoils, but it's just gonna never get enough.
Yeah,
he's gonna
get nowhere near the base. Look how many choppers Metaloid has on the map. Already used his rams, and that was a bad Grenadier draw, completely missing those choppers there. Burnout goes down, Burnout 2 goes down on the base as well. Chopper's just going to keep picking off these brutes. He can't really afford to lose those brutes with an upgraded gen, to be honest. Sending brutes, actually sending an NG and a chopper to the central mini as well, which has a double raid camp on for Metaloid. And Metaloid already has 3 brutes on this mini with the raid camp on, and that's the only production that Omega has.
By enemy vehicles. Our base is under attack.
Metalite did leave one jump pack brute on his base though, but he's targeting the wrong pad. He's targeting an unupgraded harvester. Should be targeting the gen because he really needs the power. And that unupgraded gen is
I think he
really
actually
right
all
now.
you needed to.
And there we go. The second generator comes up for Omega Futile.
It's an onslaught of vehicles.
Omega actually sacked a supply pens building a second gen before he upgrades his first gen.
Yep. He can't afford to upgrade that second gen. He can now, so hopefully he does that. But 4.5 minutes into the game, upgrading your first gen is not something you want to be doing. Those engineers though, just shred those choppers with that Y ability. Look at all those red bar choppers just from the Y ability from those engineers. But Metalite actually has a lot of grunts to be able to deal with them. And he has grunt mine as well, so 3 choppers just died there for Omega Futile, and he manages to get the Y ability off on the engineer, but he did lose that as well.
Chopper reporting for battle.
And Metalite has a really good item comp right now. He has a lot of jump pack brutes, a lot of grunts, and a lot of choppers. There's not really much Omega Futile can do to stop a push. He does have 2 turrets, but they're not upgraded, 2 engies, and only an apex. So all he can build is engies and grunts right now. He can't even build Suis if he got a raid camp up because he is Voridus. Jump pack brutes are going to check the node, which Omega doesn't actually have. That one chopper just come out. It's going to be an expensive loss for Omega. Rally point is on Omega's main as well, and the jump pack brutes are jumping down from that cliff. Meanwhile, picking off the mini, and Omega actually expoing on Tech 1. Gonna lose most of his main from this push, I suppose. Metalite also expoing, but his eco is much better. Has enough to go Tech 2 and sitting on 1200 blue.
Leader point earned. Outpost constructed. Our base is under attack. Citadel upgrade complete.
And the map is slowly getting covered in blue dots right now. The mini-map is just covered in blue. As Metalite scouted the base, he hasn't scouted that expo. Omega has scouted this expo with that weak engineer, but there's nothing he can do about it. So, crazy build, sacks the apex for a raid camp. Probably a bit too late, because these engines have no damage whatsoever. It's just going to be a defensive unit. They have the Y ability off the goo, but that's not really going to kill this army from Metalite.
Our base is under attack. Foundry constructed. Turret constructed.
Metalite now taking both nodes on red side of the map. Does scout that expo as well. Already four lots of jump pack brutes going over there. That expo's going to die really quick. Still not in Tech 2. Now finally has enough for Tech 2, but Metalite's already in Tech 2 with a full eco base, 3 generators, going to have burnout 3 on that very shortly, and he's got his production all on this expo here. A lot more jump pack brutes, they're just like doubled. It's like there's a whole decoy on them from last time I checked. Engineers are going to try and get over there, but they're not going to make it in time. It's pretty pointless. And it is Dark Skies on these jump pack brutes. Burnout 3 is ready as well.
Shield tower constructed. War council constructed. Harvester constructed. Citadel upgrade complete.
Metalite now picking up a fair base as well on this side of the map. Engineer scouting this full base, just going to watch the eco and probably cry that his own eco isn't as good.
Their vehicles are upon us.
And it's just going to be a matter of time.
Harvester constructed.
Metaloid picking up a 4th base. It's going to be a matter of time before Metaloid actually closes out this game.
They sent their vehicles after me. Our base is under attack. They're looking for a fight.
Here we go, Metaloid is pushing up to the main now. A lot of Dark Skies jump pack brutes here. Going to be hard to kill for these hunters. Don't know why he has hunters coming out right now. Probably expects Pavian to go more orders from other previous games he's seen. But these jump pack brutes are doing some work on this base. Going to lose that gen. Doesn't care about the engineered one gun. It's going to pick that off. Going to lose that harvester. His full eco is about to go out the window.
Our base is under attack. Our allies are in trouble. We're under attack.
And the flying lich is out at the front of the base as well, just to finish off the base. Like the jump pack brutes didn't do enough, but. And here we go, more and more jump pack brutes just flooding in now.
Designated shells research.
However, both players sitting on similar population, 50 to 50 roughly. Just Metaloid has 4 bases to 1 right now.
Leader power.
And a burnout 3 to back it all up.
Are receiving fire from enemies. Harvester constructed.
Engineers are healing that base. That's all he has. He has 2 hunters and a lot of engineers. So it's negating the lich's damage. If he keeps healing it, it does lose 1 hunter.
Harvester constructed.
That lich just lasts forever though. And meanwhile in the background, Metaloid's just preparing for a second assault. And Omega hasn't even managed to push off the first assault yet because of the flying lich. Omega's going to lose what units he has left to Metaloid's army pushing in here.
Alright, I'm back. I had a phone call again.
Welcome back. Yeah, we all heard your music. Everyone was singing and dancing. I never got Omega.
It was muted, wasn't it?
Oh, you muted it just after it started ringing, yeah.
Oh, you mean my phone call?
Yeah.
Leader power ready.
That's how you know. It's like if you hear that, just like expect me to be gone for a few minutes. But it's good now. That shouldn't happen again the rest of the night. That was my girlfriend. She was calling me right before she went into work.
Yeah, Omega has set.
And she'll be at work for the next like 8 hours.
So that's gonna be a clean sweep from Metaloid there. So how do you want to work this? Do we get Nathan in?
Let's go Omega against Nathan and then finish off with Nathan and Metaloid.
Let me add this War Child to see if he is here. Actually, I'll ask.
Yeah, that
Primer.
too.
I'll ask Primer.
Fortress upgrade complete. Apex constructed.
Wow.
War Child versus Omega.
Mean Warchild versus Metaloid.
Oh, Metaloid. Damn.
Warchild going Jerome against Metaloid's Pav, which we saw Pav last game.
Savior and Metaloid loving the Pavey in this tourney. Alright, here we go. Starting off with Metaloid. We're going to see the same. Chopper supply pad. Probably another supply pad. It's about right. And watch out this Jerome, right? So opening a double supply pad, sending his Marines to gather resources. Looks like one Marine's just sat there outside of his base right now. Looks like he's going to send it to the back blue.
Supply pad constructed.
Second chopper now coming out from Metaloid, so we're going to see that burnout go down as soon as these pads are built and upgraded. There we go, right on cue, exactly as that pad built and upgraded as well. Metaloid does not mess around. Okay, we got a third harvester coming out from Warchild here. It does pick up that back mini as well. Marine's not doing much at the moment, they're just sat there. Looks like he has queued them to go pick up the power. But there looks like there is a chopper on its way over there from Metaloid.
Supply pad constructed.
Marines ready to serve.
We're not seeing a fourth pad come out of Warchild yet, but Metaloid did go Gen 4th, and we're probably going to see him go Gen 5th again, just like we saw last time. Does pick up that back mini as well. This one chopper trying to harass these two Marines on this power. The Marines actually shoot the Sentinel, but the chopper's already backed off. The chopper is out of range, so the Marines are fighting the Sentinels by themselves, taking a lot of damage there. Generator goes up 4th, along with a barracks 5th and an armory on the mini as well. I'm not sure he's going to be able to afford that. It doesn't have that gen upgraded yet. And these two choppers are just going to pick off these two Marines now. One chopper dies to two Rams there, and the second Marine dies as well. Warchild back down to 3 Marine squads.
I'm on Mega. Sorry, I was looking at a message from a Mega.
No problem. Warchild sending his Jackrabbit off to the right here. That power's already taken there. Does pick up his second mini. And Metaloid is picking up an expert, so he's playing it safe here. He's playing the same strat he did last game. Not underestimating his opponent.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
Warchild queuing up 2 Marines on this base. Still hasn't upgraded his generator though. Had his armory up for a while, but can't build Jerome on there yet. Just doesn't have enough power for it. And he's building a sniper. A sniper's coming out now. Another Burnout 2 goes down on Metaloid's main, and Warchild is sitting on 2 leader powers currently.
Supply pad constructed.
So much eco. Looking at Metaloid's base, he already doing the same thing Savior did in the last series. He's already going shrapnel mines, almost done upgrading as well on those choppers. Getting an Expo. Both power extractors already upgraded as well.
Warchild has now spent his leader points, so he does have time for heroes on those Marines, and did manage to pick off a chopper on his way past.
Jump brutes here. Need something smashed.
Has enough to upgrade his generator now, and that's exactly what he does. Pulling off an Omega Futile here, upgrading his gen at 4 minutes.
Turret constructed.
Where do you want us?
Meanwhile, Metaloid has a really comfy power income. He's got double raid camp up. Looks like we're going to see the jump pack grunts and chopper play again from him. Really good early tier 1 army comp. And these marines and snipers are just chasing down these jump pack brutes and grunts actually. Shrapnel rounds goes down on the sniper. Red's just going to run away from that and take the nerd. He doesn't care about Metalloid's army, he's just going to take the nerd.
Two nodes for Warchild there. Yeah, Metalloid's got enough power to
and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yep, he does it right then.
With a comfortable 60.
Big blue ball here. Yeah, tons of grunts, a few choppers in there, and some brutes.
And
only one sniper though, not gonna be enough.
A weak sniper as well, and he has shrapnel rounds. Jump Pack Brute jumps straight over the top and misses everything. That sniper is going to die, or shrapnel rounds go down. A lot of this army is going to get wiped here. Jackrabbits and Hellbringers now coming out. Commander Jerome finally on the way, 6 minutes into the game. Looks like Warchild's going to lose his nerds that he worked so hard for here. Does have a second generator on this mini base as well. Looks like Metalloid might just push straight up to the main here. There is one sniper in the garrison, but shrapnel rounds will be able to deal with that pretty easily. 3 jackrabbits and a couple of flames here, and another sniper coming in now as well. A lot of those grunts are getting picked off to the snipers and flamers. Metalloid's pop's actually dropping pretty quickly. He's not actually dropping the shrapnel rounds. Jump Pack Brutes jump over the top, going to take out the turrets. 3 turrets on this.
Having 3 turrets like that, yeah, that'll really do some.
It's going to be unpushable for
decent
Metalloid.
help, but
looks like he's going to pick off the gen instead. The gen that he only just got upgraded. Oh no, the same back.
That's the only source of power
as well. Jerome is out, but he isn't upgraded. Metalloid takes out the mini base with the gen on as well. Yeah, Metalloid just took out the mini base with the gen on as well, and his eco is looking really good for Metalloid. Despite losing a lot of units on this push, he now has Dark Skies on these jump pack brutes as well. There is no power income whatsoever for Warchild. He's got 3 turrets and a Mastodon. And
he's building Hellbringers out of his base.
He's going to lose that Expo as well. The Expo's still building, but these Dark Skies jump pack brutes are already attacking that. There we go, he does lose that Expo. Metalloid picking up both of the minis on Warchild's side of the map, and picking up both Expos as well. And that is a Vet 1 sniper in that garrison, done a lot of work on those jump pack brutes. And manages to kill the 2 trying to take out the gen again as well. Going to be able to retake one of his minis there, but he did lose full map control. Second gen now going down on the main for Warchild as well. But these jump pack brutes are coming back in for the kill, probably going to take both the gens out again. But look at these MVP snipers. Vet 1 sat in the garrison, picks off the Dark Skies jump pack brute.
Those things are going down.
Yeah,
Metalloid. They get a couple hits off on that gen before it finishes being built, so it does a lot of extra damage while it's being built.
He might save the gen.
He will save it.
Oh, one last swing before it dies.
So close.
And Metalloid sending wave after wave of jump pack brutes, but there's so many snipers here, just keep losing it.
If these were Aatrox brutes, then it would actually eventually kill, but
yeah.
I don't think.
Oh, and there goes a rain
of fire on the corner.
Right in the corner as well on the heavy pad.
He's trying to suffocate his eco out.
Yeah.
Taking out the harvesters.
His eco's already hurting really bad as well. And there's a raid camp on the back mini as well from Metalloid, so I don't know if there's stuff building or locked in there, but at the moment it's not building anything. But the army is going back there to clear it out. And Metaloid's about to pick up his feet.
Nathan says he's gonna purposely try to tie break the group so Metalloid can't go.
You do that, Nathan, and I won't play your theme tune.
That actually isn't even possible. If Metalloid wins this game, he pretty much automatically advances.
Yeah, that's true.
Supply pad constructed.
Well, the only other way he couldn't is if Nathan beats Metalloid in the ones, and then loses to Omega, and Omega beats what's his name here, Warchild. Then they'd all have 2 wins, and they had to replay it. That's the only way. But Nathan, you'd have to beat Metalloid and lose to Omega. Or Warchild, whoever loses of that matchup, or wins of that matchup.
And there we go, the Lich to seal the deal right now. He's been dropped in front of the base. Snipers can't kill it, Flamers can't kill it. What is Warchild going to do here? He's still on Tech 1.
Mini base complete. Our base is under attack.
Rift coming out now, the base has gone down, 59 seconds on the clock. He can't afford another base, so as soon as he loses these units, this is going to be game over for Warchild.
That 2-star sniper, though. And alright, Nathan. Invite the right gamer tag. What?
Alright, that's I got to play. So,
Oh, that's already started.
Nathan actually took the day off work to play this tournament, so I said, and he also made an intro, so I said I'd play his intro. So.
Here come that bullshit, what up? 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 Watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go. He be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat, he be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat. Watch him roll. Shit, what up? Watch him roll. Shit, what up?
There we go. That is that boy Nathan's intro for this tournament. So let's go. Here we are. These are going to be the 2 players to see who tops the group. From my prediction anyway, because they haven't actually played all the games yet. This is Metalloid's final game, so if he wins this, he has definitely topped the group. And we are going to see Pavium versus Atriox on Frontier. Nathan has been practicing a lot, and he's really good with Atriox, and Atriox is just really good on Frontier in general. So let's see if Metalloid can hold off all of those jump pad brews, because the countermeasure mines really do shred choppers. And this chopper's going all the way off to the left here, and then it's coming back into the right to deal with Nathan's chopper. Ram goes in from Nathan. Nathan actually steals the mini on Metalloid's side of the map. Nathan did go Gen 2nd as well. Looks like he's going for a leader Atriox build. And Metalloid's doing the same again. Triple halves to opener with the burnout and the chopper play. Okay, Metalloid counter steals the mini in the middle on Nathan's side. That gen upgrade is coming up for Nathan now. Metalloid doesn't have a gen yet, but he does have burnout for those choppers. Metalloid, however, he is taking the right power bundle, and that's actually Nathan's chopper on this power bundle, despite the blue flag over it. And that is a raid camp coming in on the center mini along with a war council on the main. Nathan picked up a second mini as well, and so did Metaloid, but Nathan is slightly ahead on that build. Raid camp coming up on the main for Metaloid. Has he scouted? He has scouted the mini raid, the raid camp in the middle, and he's actually going to put a raid camp on the center mini here as well, but cancels it because the sentinels were actually shooting at it. So he's not going to be able to build that for a while because these sentinels are actually targeting down the mini. There we go. They have been deactivated, so they're going to back off now. So it's going to be Atriox and some Jump Pack Brutes to 2 raid camps from Metaloid, along with Choppers and Grunts, just like we saw last time. But if Nathan can get on this mini early enough to be able to take it down, it's going to slow Metaloid's production a lot, especially when that Chosen comes in to deal with the Choppers. Man, that's a mouthful. Raid camp now built for Metaloid in the center.
Yeah, but he's already getting harassed by brutes on that base. Looks like he's trying to jump that brute out.
Mines go down
on
the
the mine
path
drop.
thing to the mini as well. That's great placement by Nathan because that's going to leave plasma. But Metaloid just sends a grunt so it's death in there. He doesn't want to lose his choppers, so manages to dodge that with his choppers. Here we go, Jump Pack Jones jumping over now. Countermeasures with the first point Nathan took. And the Chosen is on his way up. Not upgraded yet, however. But if you can deal with these choppers, the Jump Pack Brutes will have a free reign on this mini base. There goes the Rams on the Jump Pack Brutes. Jump Pack Brutes stunning the Atriox. The Atriox not going to be able to move. Great micro from Metaloid, making full use of the stuns from the Jump Pack Brutes there. Nathan's going to try and get out of there. That Chosen's about to lose his shield. Just gets the upgrade at the right time. Loses his shield though. Nathan might actually lose this Chosen here. Trying to kill the choppers, but the Jump Pack Brutes are actually eating him alive. Oh, he's running back in.
If he runs now, he actually might be able to get that Chosen out of there.
Micro. He's running around the mini. He's going to get one more shot off here. Oh, he just cancelled the shot. He cancelled the shot before he ran away. He didn't want to risk it.
He still has enough units there to clean it up.
He doesn't even
He needs to get a shield and go right back in.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go to the heal spire. Just needs a shield. And there we go. This shield is coming back up. And Nathan's going to clean up a lot of these Jump Pack Brutes here. With that Chosen. Nathan now at 36 population with a Chosen against Metaloid's 23. Not sure what Metaloid's answer is.
I actually couldn't hear the intro when you first did it, so I watched it on stream. That was glorious.
Yeah, I knew.
I had to mute myself and listen to it.
I said I play it for every game.
That's awesome.
So. I mean, what an MVP.
That's awesome.
He did take the day off work, so.
That's hilarious.
Chat's going wild for it.
Some are happy, some are not.
Nathan managing to take out Metaloid's mini and sack the War Council for second generator as well. So Metaloid actually lost one of his raid camps there. Still has one on his main, and he is turret up. Sacks a supply pad on his back mini. He's going to need that second raid camp that he's building. But Nathan, with 42 population right now to Metaloid's 28, it's going to get really tough for Metaloid in a second. Does have a Jump Pack Brute on there.
Yeah, Metaloid doesn't have much supply either to really deal with this.
He lost a lot, and saving the Chosen in that engagement really did a lot for him. Great ram from the chopper on that Sui though. That Sui was about to kill a lot of grunts there, but Nathan with the micro ramming that chopper into the Sui.
So he's going up here to shake down this mini. What you'll find is that the mini actually was just finished, so it doesn't have anything on it.
And Metaloid actually sacks the raid camp on his main and builds a second generator. Guess he feels safe. And Nathan right now just has one raid camp in the center of the map. He's going to be able to take out this mini. He probably could have pushed the main there. Metaloid really doesn't have a lot. And he sacks one of the raid camps for the second gen as well. Burnout 2 goes down on the base as well. 2 upgraded gens there. Nathan does pick up that mini. Metaloid has a couple of Jump Pack Brutes running to the center. I think Nathan's just playing it safe. He doesn't want to overcommit. But past ecos with that burnout is just going to get really good.
Yeah, he still has a huge advantage though. I mean, both minis in the middle. He has 5 minis to 1, and he has a power node in which Metalloid does not have. So
However, Metalloid doesn't feel as safe as he has the other games, because by now he would have built an expert, and there is no expert. But Nathan does have a lot of a big army on the map, taking Metalloid's nerd as well. Also has his own nerd. I think Metalloid is going for his expert now, though. There's a raid camp down sacks it for that supply pod as he gets into tech here. One Jump Pack Brute's just going to scout this expert, and Nathan's actually going to pick up this expert. Metalloid has a couple of blue units dotted around on Nathan's side of the map, so that's going to give him a bit of vision. But Nathan's actually sending his whole army back there. I'm not sure why he's sending his whole army back to kill one Jump Pack Brute and a couple of grunts.
yeah, it's so unnecessary to all unit your units back like that. He only needs like a chopper or two, and it'll take out everything behind him. I think he realizes that now, so his units are starting to turn around.
Nathan's rally point is on Metalloid's Expo. Does lose the mini on Nathan's side of the map. Metalloid just been annoying with a couple of grunts, but Nathan's finally realised that he doesn't need to fight that, and he's going to push up to Metalloid's Expo now, which is just built, trying to get a war council on it, and a shield gen does come up on the main. Burnout 3's ready as well. And so Metalloid has one raid camp on the main. Gonna lose this expo. Nathan looking in a really comfortable spot right now with his expo up and running. Got two nerds, both center minis, and a mini on Metalloid's side of the map. Metalloid's kind of pinned in his main right now. He does have Burnout 3, but only two production buildings. He has two raid camps to try and deal with this.
Yeah, pretty much Nathan has full control of the map right now, pushing Metalloid back to just his main and a mini. He does have one mini behind Nathan's main base, but he just has a harvester on it and nothing else. Nathan doesn't know what's there either.
Nathan now picking up a second expo, so he's going to be 3 bases to 1 in a second. Metalloid trying to get this expo, but there is a Jump Pad Brute just sat there waiting to hit it.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete. Infantry level 1 researched.
Nathan's just going to push up to the expo now, which Metalloid's just building. Metalloid does have a lot of elite rangers here. Great stun with that one Jump Pad Brute. Stuns about 5 elite rangers there.
For sure.
Go down quite late on the back though. Only drops 2 of them as well. The base does get destroyed. Metalloid does manage to avoid the mad. And here comes the Locust now for support at the back. That Chosen's still weak as well. Doesn't want to lose the shield. Cause
Yeah, he has to be careful not to lose that.
The heal goes down
Rain of Fire,
just
but
before the Rain of Fire.
Heal goes out just a little too early, but
Yeah,
still,
too
it
early.
doesn't hurt to have it for a little bit.
Now Nathan runs back into the heal after the Rain of Fire's gone. Doesn't lose all his locusts though, he manages to save them. The NG just goes straight past the Chosen, but he's going to go back and heal that now. Metalloid actually lost everything there. Metalloid is down to 3 population. Nathan's got this in the bag if he just pushes up to the main. All he's got is his leader. If Nathan pushes up to this mini, there's literally no production that Metalloid can build. He's going to have to go for a Scarab. He's got three gens and 3 supply pads on his main, and a war council, and that's all he has right now.
Metalloid's about to get another leader point.
He's going to have to pull off something amazing if he wants to win this fight. Nathan's looking really comfortable right now. The Pavian leader has come out of the shield to fight this.
Definitely not a good idea. I don't see how he'll ever make it out of there.
No, Metalloid looks like he's going to lose that leader. He can't fight the army, never mind the army with the Chosen as well. And here we go, Nathan's just going to push straight up to the base here. Metalloid's sitting on 5 population, all he's got is upgraded turrets to help him defend. His shield does drop, Metalloid has no units. Oh, and
Yeah, I
an
was just gonna say,
ERAD! The
ERAD on
disrespect
the
from
base. I knew it was
Nathan
coming
on the
soon.
base. Oh my god. Metalloid locks his base.
Tavium's in that war council 6 seconds from being up. on
Metalloid
red
locks
bar
his
war
base,
council.
and he's going to put Pavian locked in the base to try and heal the base, but there's nothing he
And
can
he makes
do.
it out.
There we go, look, he's self-healing the base while stuck in there. Metalloid trying all the tricks. Metalloid just trying to delay the inevitable right now.
If he could shoot from inside at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be some
Crazy.
broken shit. Look, the base just isn't going
Right.
down. Look, he has 4 locus and all his units, and the base, look how slowly it's actually dropping. Meanwhile, there's a Lich on Nathan's main. Nathan's actually going to lose his main right now to the Lich. That's crazy.
What?
Pavian does come out and Y ability is the locus, but Metalloid's main does finally go down. However, Nathan is about to lose his main.
What? Wow. I did see he had a chopper sitting on hold command behind the main, but I didn't see anything that he could actually do with it when his Nathan has basically his only base just sitting there.
Alright, I think it's time to play the theme tune again.
Here comes that bullshit, what up? Here comes
What's
that
that?
bullshit, what up? Here comes that bullshit, what up? Here comes that bullshit, what up? Watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go. He be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat, he be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat. Watch him roll. Shit, what up? Watch him roll. Shit, what up?
That boy Nathan, everybody.
Marauder reporting for duty.
And there we go, Nathan takes the victory. Now he just has to
Bueno,
do 2 more players.
Buenos días, muchachalatas. Chachalatas.
That was the next YouTube song, that was not meant to play. So the overlays didn't know. Alright, one more time for good luck.
Here comes that bullshit, what up? Here comes that
yeah.
bullshit, what up? Here comes that bullshit, what up? Here comes that bullshit, what up? Watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go, watch him rollin', watch him go. He be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat, he be rollin' down the street, he be rollin' to the beat. Watch him roll. Shit, what up?
Alright guys, here we go. Nathan's second game. We just saw him beat Metalloid. So if you can beat Omega Futile and Warchild, which Metalloid actually comfortably beat them both, so there shouldn't be any problems with Nathan beating them. He will top the group and go through as a first seed and drop Metalloid down to a second seed for tomorrow's eliminations. Omega Futile is going Colony on Rift here, and Nathan's going Decimus. There we go, starting off with that boy Nathan in the red, opening Chopper and Supply Pad. Looks like he's going to split off the grunts to take supply and one grunt to take the power, like most players do. And over to Omega Futile side of the map. He's actually opening Skitterer with 2 supply pads, and Nathan's Chopper's actually going to try and steal the mini, but there is a grunt stood over there. Looks like he clicked the resources, but the resources are glitched on this map where your units will actually just stop still rather than run over to them and take them.
Harvester constructed.
Omega does actually pick up that mini that Nathan's trying to get. His Chopper's just about to arrive and realise that it's been glitched.
Not a whole lot happening right now.
If you are going to steal a mini on Rift, you're better off going straight to the back one, because most players pick up the side one on the flyby as they come pick up these resources or the power. Meanwhile, that Chopper is actually going to be able to beat the grunts to that back mini, so he's still going to be able to steal the mini, despite Omega knowing that the Chopper was on its way.
Harvester constructed. Our base is under attack. Augmented extractor upgrade complete.
Skitter at the back putting some damage on the mini as it's building, and we also have a raid camp 5th from Omega, so we're going to be seeing a couple of Goliaths, so that mini won't last long back there if Nathan does decide to put anything on it. Just a Harvester he's going to put on that, does manage to pick up his own back mini as well. And Nathan puts a raid camp on his right mini also, so both players coming out with a raid camp. And double Skitterers on this back mini of Nathan's. Trying to put some damage on it, and the Goliath's on its way. I'm sure that'll be able to do a lot of building damage to that mini.
Leader point.
Omega now just getting a scout on Nathan's base. Knows exactly what he's up to. No, he can't see any production buildings because the raid camp's on the other mini. Nathan now puts a power extractor on the back mini. If Omega can get some Goliath snuck around to the back there, that power extractor is not going to be safe for long. There you go, back mini does get cleared out from Omega Futile. Building a Sui now as well, that's going over to the back. Probably wants to pick that up before he leaves. He does just at the last second.
They attack. Augmented extractor upgrade complete. I'm under attack from enemy vehicles.
There, Nathan does get a Chopper picked off there by Chopper and Skitterers. And Nathan's just gathering around his node with a few grunts right now, not actually shooting them, but he does have enough units there to be able to take it. A weak suicide grunt from that Chopper and Skitterer there. Goliath actually pushing up to the main right now. Is that a turret on the back? He does have one turret on the back. Nathan does start taking that node. Nathan does have enough for Tech 2 as well. Meanwhile, Omega's still 500 power away, and that Goliath pushes up, and he's going to start actually be cheeky and start pounding at the main here.
Power extractor constructed.
There goes the Sui into the Goliath. Half a Sui should have it was almost.
I mean, in reality, there's no really way to heal as Decimus the main. So if he slowly starts picking at that, and then eventually maybe be able to finish it off,
I mean, Nathan
it's worth
could
a
be
shot.
in trouble
I mean,
here. He has 3 Goliaths, and I wonder if he has the Goliath drop yet. It doesn't look like he will have. The Chopper Rams go into those grunts. A lot of Skitters. The heal goes down for the Goliath as well.
Skitters
the
need to
main.
start shooting down those grunts.
Gets into tech, but the main's been focused down. It's almost down to half health now. Skitters need to go on the Goliath. He shouldn't have lost that Goliath. He could have put a Skitter on it, boosted its health.
Yeah.
Nathan's going to get a shield generator up now, but I don't know what he spent his third point on. He should have a Goliath drop. If he had the Goliath drop, this man would be dead.
I have a feeling he kind of went Hunter brand and was hoping to do enough damage with these units here, and then he just finished off with the brand.
That'd be a great play if that's what he can do. This one Goliath's putting in a lot of work, but the shield gen's about to come up, so he needs to do it now if he does have it.
I don't think so. He's not looking at it on the map.
I'm not sure what the thought process was there or what point he did take as third point, but that shield's up now, so and Nathan's getting Apex up, so he's going to be able to heal that. So everything Omega just did has just been completely countered, and he put everything into that push as well. Now getting Tech 2. This is a different Omega to what we saw against Metaloid. I think it was just Mirage that threw him off. I mean, he's got both his gens upgraded on his base, and he's hitting Tech 2 right now. It's just a shame.
Yeah, he really should have won that. Actually,
He
he really
should've.
should have won that game. If he would have kept his Skitters back at home and started, or at that base instead of running away and started using them to either put them on the Goliaths, like
Yeah.
you said, or just
All
even
he has
using
to
to
do,
stay there and
Goliath
slowly
can
pick
take
out.
2 Skitterers, so if he'd have put his Skitters on the Goliaths, it'd give him enough health to be able to finish that base off. And if he did take
Yep.
Hunter's Brand or Goliath drop, Goliath drop would have finished the base, and Hunter's Brand, as low as it was, would have finished it off with the Skitters on. But unfortunately, he did make that small mistake, and now it probably could have cost him the game. Nathan's comfortably into Tech 2 with a fully healed main and an expert right now. And Omega's slowly behind him. Looks like he's building elite rangers from the back raid camp, marauders from the main, and we've got War Council coming up as well. But Nif is just starting to slowly take map control. Taking 2 nodes now, about to take the third.
Marauder prepped and ready.
Okay, there's the Goliath drop with the Skitterers on. They take down the mini, but where was that earlier? I mean, he really needed that earlier.
Seriously.
It looks like he did go Hunter's Brand before the Goliath drop, and that could have just cost him the game.
Stronghold upgrade complete.
And Nathan's pushing straight up to the main here. Hunter Captain's 40 seconds out, but he's going to be unupgraded as well. And Nathan does have a lot of
He has
ranges.
a point to put on a shield gen. He probably should do that if he has the pop or the money for it.
Doesn't,
You should
he
sit that
almost does, but them elite rangers are in the garrison now. He needs to back off. Looks like the Goliaths are running around to the other mini of Nathan's now as well on the other side of the map. So Omega's doing a good job at keeping harassment over there while trying to defend his base. But he doesn't have a lot of pop right now, and he can't afford a lot. I don't see the shield gen, but he has spent blue on something. Okay, he's getting hunters and another marauder.
Hetchy just said in the chat, he's like, "Oh my god, this tournament will be ending at night." I think do you know that we're done? Like, you play again tomorrow?
Yeah,
2-day tournament.
It's a 2-day tournament. So there's one more game, no, 2 more games after this, and then the group stages are done, and then we conclude the rest tomorrow. It's 10 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. EST, and 4 p.m. GMT. So there's that many time zones and that many different players.
Any time zone but my own is irrelevant. I'm gonna have taunt. The army's just sitting there stalking base.
Yeah, he
The
can't do
rangers just
nothing.
shooting at the main.
Good idea to expert on the far left there. Nathan's too distracted at the main here. Is the shield gen is coming up 14 seconds away, so he should be able to sit under that. But that's a lot of elite ranges.
Yeah.
They could take down that Hunter Captain. The Hunter Captain doesn't even have skitters on, and he doesn't have any ranges of his own right now.
Constructed.
Yeah, no, not much base damage. That shield will stay for a while.
Apex constructed.
Nathan way ahead on his leader point there. He almost has his next point.
Constructed.
Omega's
Yep.
not even halfway full on his bar yet.
Apex constructed.
Here's the Warlord though, trying to pull somebody. I think he was trying to pull the Hunter Captain there, but the Hunter Captain just got out of range in time. Nathan now dragging in some Banshees and Locust as well. And Omega's got Locust sat under the shield, just for that range really. Actually, that is Nathan's Locust shooting the base.
Yeah.
Omega can't reach.
Shooting the other Locust.
Yeah,
He's trying to get that Warlord to pull, and he's not pulling anything. I don't know why.
Tree is attacking us.
Harvester constructed.
Curse these enemy vehicles.
Better be careful. That shield's only got a bar of health left. And it's gonna be dropping.
Does manage to get his expert upgraded though without Nathan realising, but as soon as this shroud comes from this left hand side, Nathan's probably going to realise that something's up. And Omega actually sneaking an expert on Nathan's side of the map as well.
Yeah, only.
Oh, but there's
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
Desi
say,
drop
I'm like,
and
you're
the
gonna see a
shield
Desi drop.
down. Look at it, just wreck. Good Hunter's Brand, but it's not going to be enough to fend off this army. It does manage to kill the Marauder.
Yeah, because that's
and
Boundless Life, and they're all gonna come right back up.
The Captain can't do nothing against these two leaders, and Omega's currently on 30 population where Nathan has 85, and it's literally all at Omega's base right now.
Banshee here.
Classing beam on the main.
Goliath drop on Nathan's expert, but he does have two apexes up on there and a turret. Nathan should be able to defend that pretty easily, while taking down Omega's main as well. Yeah, that's desperation drop for Omega trying to take out that base with two Goliaths. No defense from Omega right now. Nothing he can really do. I mean, he does have another two bases to fall back on, but Nathan just has the stronger army.
Constructed.
There we go. One Goliath does manage to die to that turret and the Marauder over there.
Banshee in the war zone.
There we go. Omega does lose his main.
An enemy has lost all their bases.
And Omega sacks the other two bases, so instead of resigning, looks like he just sacks the bases. He's going to wait the clock out, and that boy Nathan is going to take game number 2.
Extractor required.
Fire from enemies. They're attacking us.
Leader power awaits. Leader power at hand.
Just message Warchild, see if he's ready, while this clock is counting down. And that's going to be the final
Yep.
2 games. There's the Hunter's Brand on the main. Yeah, Warchild is ready, so looks like we've got the final 3 players here ready to roll, finish off this final group. And we are 1 hour ahead of schedule, unless these games drag out for a very long time. Swagbear45, thanks for the sub.
Come that bullshit, what up? Here come that bullshit, what up? Here come that bullshit, what up? Here come that bullshit, what up? Watch him rollin', watch him go. Watch him rollin', watch him go. Watch him rollin', watch him go. Watch him rollin', watch him go.
Oh, my neck is killing and I am off to bed after this. 11 PM. Launcher Boyd. Don't do this. Here we go. Nathan's Atriox again. We just saw it take apart Metalloid. And Warchild choosing Cutter. Metalloid in the chat says if Nathan throws this game, he's going to kill him because that means Metalloid has to replay Nathan for top seed.
For first place. That
No,
is hilarious.
Wait, but that doesn't happen though, does it? Because Nathan beat Metalloid, so he goes top, right? We wouldn't have to replay that.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it does mean Warchild and Omega have to play if Warchild wins this, because potentially if Warchild beats Omega, Warchild can go through.
Yeah, technically. And then we'd have a 3-way tie. Right?
Yeah.
If we're child, and then he'd have to, we can't play that game. I don't see Nathan throwing this. I'd rather take the #1 seed and call it a day. Nathan has the double mini in the middle. Nothing else really happening on the map otherwise. He has 3 supply pads up. Gen being upgraded. Warchild has 3 supply pads up and a gen. He's finally getting his gen up now. He doesn't have enough to upgrade it either.
Augmented extractor upgrade complete.
He's picking up his first node though, has picked up a mini as well, but Nathan has taken this central mini.
Supply pad constructed.
War Council constructed.
Yeah, Metalloid, you wouldn't have to play another game. Unless Warchild beat Nathan and beat Omega Futile. But from the performances so far, I don't see that happening. And like Wall said, it would be clear that Nathan threw this game. Which is match manipulation. And Hosticide comes down hard on match manipulation. Super hard. Okay, so Nathan has managed to pick up the double mini and the 2 side minis as well. We have War Council coming on the main along with a raid cap in the center. So we're seeing the same thing he did against Metalloid. And it's going to get really rough for Warchild very quickly. Because he only has a couple of Marines right now. Only picked up his first mini a while ago, not built on it yet. Doesn't have an upgraded gen and doesn't have any production buildings at this moment in time.
He has the power to upgrade that gen, he just chooses not to. He's floating 2 leader points as well, just used 1, Warchild is. And the other one.
Our base is under attack.
Okay, Nathan sacks the War Council and puts the supply back down this time. Doesn't go for a second gen. Looks like he's going to play an aggressive tier 1 anyway and try and end this early.
Ready to destroy the enemy.
Barracks constructed.
It's only 6 PM for me, and I'm like falling asleep right now.
11 PM for me and I'm wide awake.
I was up till 4 AM last night, so that doesn't help.
Nathan already pushed up to the main. He's got a couple of jump out boots here with grunts and the chosen going to take down that turret. Mines on the choke point as well, so any units running back like they are now are going to run straight into the mines. There is a turret built at the back though, and those jump out boots are also focusing down the unupgraded generator.
What happens if Nathan just quote unquote DCs? Technically, he didn't throw anything.
That's true. I think the DC rule is after 3 minutes as well, so
Yeah, exactly.
just makes.
But I'm pretty obvious. It's obvious that he's won this game already.
Yeah, it looks pretty obvious. That's what
Even if he DCs now, we'd still give it to him.
There goes Warchild's main. Warchild's main is dead. He only has 12 pop and 2 minis right now. Not sure if he's going to be able to do a lot against this. Nathan has a huge army, and there goes the bulwark as well to reinforce that army and the chosen. And this flame is just going straight to its death. Warchild's actually running away with the flamer, and he has enough to buy another base. It looks like he's going to try and buy the expo at the top. Dang, now. Okay, so Nathan's just toying with his food right now. Actually sacks his main. So Warchild is on a 26-minute timer, and Nathan's on a 48-minute timer.
Our base is under attack.
But Nathan not realising it, Warchild could pick up this base and just win the game. But Nathan did pick that up. Nathan's left the game. PC is ahead though in it, so Nathan leaving the game means that it's over on his end. There we go. Game over. Nathan tops the group with a solid 100% record.